Well, I have an interesting video for you guys today. There's two alternatives, two original creations, and one special fragrance to give away at the end of the video for those that are subscribers to the channel. So let's just jump right into it. I've got 4 new fragrances from Sammy Andrus Fragrances. We're going to see what they smell like, so stay tuned. So like I said, I've got the 4 newest creations from Sammy that he did send out to me for review, and he did send one additional bottle that was a surprise that I want to give away to one lucky winner. So let's check out this first one. So the first fragrance is called Esonite Cosmos, part of his new Cosmos line he has been working on. There's the notes for you guys. I'll read it off to you. Peach, cognac, vetiver, davana, patchouli, cardamom, and sandalwood. So from what I understand, this is supposed to be his version of Tom Ford's Bitter Peach, which I have never smelled Tom Ford Bitter Peach, so I cannot reference it. And as always, I like to treat these fragrances individually as well as standalones. Wow, that's a lot of peach and cognac. This is potent. Wow. I mean, it's down here. This is strong. This is really strong. Like I was saying before I got blindsided by this, I like to treat every fragrance as an individual, even if it's a clone. And in this circumstance, it's a clone. Whew, wow, it is filling the area, guys. So I'm going to tell you right now, it's an absolute beast. It's not as feminine leaning as I thought it would be as soon as I found out it was supposed to be bitter peach. There's a vanillic sweetness here. Is vanilla in here? No. But it's got this vanillic smell. Could be some creamy sandalwood mixing with this cognac, kind of giving me this sweet vanilla smell. Obviously the peach is very present. Like sliced peach is kind of the smell that I'm getting from it. This does not seem to be falling flat on the paper. I'm sure it'd be much brighter on skin. But this is coming across nicely. This is definitely coming across nicely on my skin. Like I said, I've never smelled the original for comparison's sake, so I don't know how close it actually is to Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. But I definitely don't have anything in my collection that smells like this, ergo that makes it quite unique for my diverse collection. This adds even more diversity. Yeah, a lot of peach, cognac, and I'm guessing that's some sandalwood giving that creamy smell that I'm getting. It is darkening up a little bit. It's got a little bit of an earthy nature starting to come in. Probably the patchouli. It's like a dirtiness coming in. It is changing a little bit. Now, on the paper, it will dry much more rapidly than it does on skin. It absorbs a lot faster this way. This is actually quite nice. If I'm to put a rating on this one, this is a solid 7 out of 10 fragrance. This is quite nice. I had a feeling I wouldn't like it, considering what it's supposed to be a clone of, because I haven't heard anything good, real good. Well, I've heard some good things, but it's been mostly poor feedback for Tom Ford's Bitter Peach from some people that I've talked to since it came out. That's why I've never kind of gravitated towards it to even try it. But honestly, this does smell really good. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that 7 out of 10. We'll see if that's strong enough to win the video, but for now, Esonite Cosmos, Tom Ford Bitter Peach, 7 out of 10. So next, this is one of the original creations. This is called Diamond Cosmos. Blue is my favorite color, so naturally I really like how that looks with all the diamonds and everything etched in it. Here is the note breakdown. I'll read it off right afterwards. So this is bergamot, lemon, aldehydes, green notes, pear, and musk. So this is going to be super bright. A bunch of citrus, musk, and aldehydes. I would think this is going to be a very bright, mega fresh fragrance, which also is a bad thing considering I'm trying not to smell through my nose. Because on test strips, super fresh fragrances, those are what usually falls flat. But with it being an extrait, that might not be the case. Is pear in here? Yeah, pear is in here. Big dose of pear out in the air. Didn't mean to rhyme, it just kind of happened. Ooh, a lot of aldehydes. Bright, crisp, fizzy, fresh. It smells like clean, crisp, slightly salty air. I'm serious. On paper, that's kind of what I'm getting here. From the atomizer, the aldehyde smell is even stronger. It's like aldehydes and pear kind of dominate this opening. With some musk, and it's kind of a salty musk. It's different. I can tell it's an original because it's different. I haven't smelled anything like it, but it's not mind-blowingly good either. But it is a different freshie. That's rare these days to get a different freshie. So I will commend Sammy on that. At least he tried something different. And while it's not something that's going to be an 8 and above, I'm going to formulate that a little bit longer in my head while I smell it. It's nice. It's not bad. It's just not striking me as great either. And of course, you got to love being at altitude. It was just leaking down the side after spraying it. Lovely. Good thing he uses vinyl labels, so it shouldn't ruin the labels. I'm going to get it off of my finger. Wipe the bottle off a little bit. Thanks, 6,200 foot elevation. So the citrus is settling in a little bit more as it's drying. More so the lemon, but the aldehydes and the pear is definitely what dominates this opening for me. If you like a pear-heavy fragrance or juicy pear note in fragrances, this will probably be your cup of tea. It's solid, and because of the level of oil concentration, it's probably going to have some pretty good longevity. So if you want a freshie that's going to last, this might not be a bad idea. Not generic, but again, not mind-blowing. And I say not generic because I haven't smelled this before, so that's a positive. I'm going to say it's like a 6.5 out of 10. It's a pretty good fragrance. It's right bordering a very good fragrance. It's not good, but it's not quite very good. It's kind of pretty good. It's a pretty good fragrance is what we'll say. 6.5 out of 10. I'm sticking with that. For an original creation, that's a freshie, and I mean straight up bright, fresh notes. It's actually pretty good. Diamond Cosmos, 6.5 out of 10. Next, we have the other original creation. This is called Oxaline Cologne. Interesting. I haven't looked at the notes yet, so we'll do that together. I'll let you guys see it first. Leather, guaiac wood, labdanum, and spices. So smoky wood, leather, a floral that gives a leathery smell, and spices. So this is definitely going to be dark and heavy. I don't know. It sounds like it could be my cup of tea because spices and guaiac wood definitely intrigue me, but that's a lot of leather. Leather and labdanum out of, being 2 of 4 notes. I'm not breathing through my nose yet. So this could be great, or this might be just awful for me. Kind of buttery smooth, so it's not rough and edgy. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting raw, edgy, and animalic because leather and labdanum, that's a lot of leather. But it's supple and buttery. It's very, very smooth. And the spice here doesn't warm it up. So whatever spices are used is kind of a fresh spice. I wonder if it's like rosemary and pink pepper and spices like that, because there is a little sweetness here. And pink pepper is a fresh, sweet pepper type of smell. This is not at all what I expected it to smell like. Not even a little. Like, I was expecting rough, rugged, leather, in your face, pungent, spicy. There's a smoky nuance here that I'm sure that's the guaiac wood. This is way smoother than I anticipated. Kudos on that, Sammy. I'm impressed, actually, because I thought this was going to be the one that was going to get a sub 5 rating, and it's not blowing me away. It's another one that's not a wow factor. It's definitely not a wow factor for me, but there's something addictive about it. It creates this aura. There's a masculinity here, but it's so smooth and rich at the same time that I believe it's perfectly unisex. I know that's kind of strange and counterintuitive to what I was saying to start the sentence, but or to start this particular segment I'm discussing about this fragrance, but I don't know, there's something enjoyable here that's making me want to keep smelling it. The woody nature is coming in more. But again, it's not blowing me away. I think this is another one that's going to be a 6.5 out of 10 fragrance, where it's a pretty good fragrance. It's not special, but it's pretty good. No wow factor, but not a basic type of fragrance either, where it has something to offer. That's why I think the 6.5 is a solid rating here. Yeah, Oxaline Cologne, an original from Sammy, 6.5. Finally, this is supposed to be Bois d'Argent from Dior. Now, I've never smelled that original either. This is called Mineral Pura. Let you guys see the notes. We have cypress, juniper berries, patchouli, honey, musk, and iris. Wonder how dominant the iris is going to be here. You have my attention with iris. Honey and iris, though. So the balance will be interesting here. I don't get much going in the air. It's falling flat on the paper because I'm not really getting a whole lot. There's a radiance here of the undertone of a floral smell. It's not just coming across distinctively as iris. It's inherently fresh. It's smooth, but it's more on the soft side on the paper. Honey, cypress. I'm not getting cypress, juniper berries, patchouli, none of that. I'm getting this clean, musky floral tone. This smooth sweetness that's very soft. You know, I just feel like I have to spray it on skin because I'm just not getting enough on the paper here to do the fragrance any justice whatsoever. I don't want to sit here and give it a sub 5 when really on skin it's maybe a 7, you know? So the paper is going to just go in this hand, I guess. Oh yeah, much, much different. Richer, beautiful. The honey's very present here. It makes for a creamy nature. It's not like a sticky, thick honey. This blend makes for it to be creamy. I think the way the iris, the musk, and the honey's blending is making it creamy. Cypress isn't jumping out at me. Juniper is faint. Does have a little gin and tonic type of smell. Juniper berries can kind of be notorious for that. I get a hint of that. It's got that crisp gin type of smell. Just a little touch of it. It like bites me as soon as it's got that bite as soon as I start to smell. Those of you that know what gin smells like or juniper berries, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, this isn't a wow factor fragrance, but this is the most enjoyable to my nose in the video, for sure. The iris is coming in more. There's a powdery tone starting to rear its head. Okay, this is the one for me. This one is going to get a 7.5 out of 10. This is going to be the one to win the video. Barely. Because Esonite Cosmos, his version of Tom Ford Bitter Peach, is pretty damn good. But this is just more wearable for me. This one speaks to my taste more. This is the one for me. This one could probably crack a top 10 Sammy Andrus fragrances, which I've been wanting to do that. And if that's something you guys want to see, please sound off in the comments. Let me know, because Sammy's got like a ridiculous amount of fragrances at this point, and I know it can be overwhelming when you go to the website because there's so many offerings. If you'd like to see my opinion on how I would rank the top 10 of what's available from Sammy Andrus fragrances, please let me know down in the comments. Yeah, the honey's getting thicker and richer. I'm digging this. I don't know how close it is to Bois d'Argent from Dior, but as a standalone, Mineral Pura, 7.5 out of 10, and the winner of the video. So all 4 solid. Nothing I would say mind-blowing about any of them. 2 of the 4 stood out more so than others. Matter of fact, that would be the 2 clones. The 2 originals were solid, but the 2 clones happen to be the ones that spoke to me the most, with Esonite Cosmos, Sammy's version of Tom Ford Bitter Peach, and then Mineral Pura, Sammy's version of Dior's Bois d'Argent. 7 and a 7.5 out of 10, in my opinion, for my taste. Solid fragrances overall. I definitely like them. Lately it's been more hits than misses. There's still some average fragrances out there from Sammy. There's some subpar ones that I don't ever wear ever, because I don't like them. Like VIP, it's like a powder bomb, and I like powdery fragrances, but VIP is just awful on my skin. That's probably my least favorite from Sammy. But 2 out of these 4 definitely very, very wearable. And even Diamond Cosmos, because it's such a unique freshie, I'll probably wear that in the coming days. That one intrigues me. I really want to see what that's going to do on my skin, so I'll probably wear that one before I wear any of the other ones. Now, let's get into this giveaway. Now then, what do I have to give away for you guys in this bag? So as you can see, the atomizer is just shoved in there separately. I have not put it on, but it is my absolute favorite from Sammy Andrus. It is Blue Sapphire, his version of Raja Parfum's Elysium, my favorite Elysium clone, bar none, hands down, period and end of story. So, one lucky winner in the continental United States is going to win this. All you have to do is make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to TLTG Reviews, and in the comment section, I want you to put TLTG Blue Sapphire for me. Just as you see it on screen with 4, not the word FOR, but the number 4. TLTG Blue Sapphire for me. Continental United States only. I'll leave this open for about a week, and one lucky winner will win this 30 ml sealed bottle. I won't put the atomizer on anything. I don't want to risk it leaking. And somebody's going to get this shipped to them and hopefully enjoy it at least almost as much as I do, because it's definitely my favorite. It's the only Sammy fragrance that I have multiple bottles of. It's the Sammy fragrance I wear the most. It's the Sammy fragrance that has the biggest dent in the bottle. Get the point. So, like I was saying before, make sure to let me know if you want to see a top 10 Sammy Andrus fragrance video. That can be a separate comment. Please make that a separate comment, or any other comment separate from the comment to enter the giveaway, please. I say please over and over because some people that watch these giveaway videos are terrible at following instructions. Not trying to hate, it's just reality. Some people just can't follow instructions. But good luck. One winner will get their hands on this bottle. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of these fragrances from Sammy, you give them a spray now. Might end up thanking me later. Good luck. Have a good one, guys.